going on, guys? Welcome back to Built from the Bottom. I'm Reese Bowers, and today we're going to be working on the 2012 GSX-R 1000. You guys have not seen this bike in 5 months because I was ordering these custom fairings for it from NT Fairings. Not really a sponsored video right now because these took absolutely forever to come in, but these are chrome teal. These aren't a wrap. I'm so excited to start working on this bike. I have this chrome teal for the GSX-R 1000, and I have chrome gold for the BMW S1000RR. If you guys don't remember this bike, I bought it down in Hollywood, Florida. It didn't have the whole front end on it, so we put forks on it, took the wheels off, got them powder coated white, and then the frame powder coated this gloss black, and it came out sweet. Now that we finally got these fairings in that we've been waiting on, I have pretty much all the other parts for it, like the headlight assemblies, the tail lights. Let me just kind of show you guys what all I have for it right here. I want to think I have everything for this bike, but I have a feeling I'm going to run into some issues where I don't actually have everything. But the last time I worked on this bike, it was in my other warehouse, and I've been inside this warehouse since February 28th, so it's been a long time since I even touched this. So I kind of forgot about everything that it needs. But you can see right here we have all of the fairings for it, and these just look absolutely amazing. This is paint, not a wrap, and I am so stoked to get to working on this thing, and it's gonna look absolutely nuts. We got our headlight assembly, tail lights, blinkers, mirrors. Those are the OEM mirrors for it. Then we come over here, I have the air box, the gauge cluster, the rotors, caliper, pretty much everything I think that I need to put this bike completely together. So let's get into working on it. I don't want to be doing some of the mechanical stuff at first, just because I'm so excited to start messing with these fairings. I just want to put the tail together, put the seat on it, and just have that chrome looking tail, just so I can visualize it and see these chrome fairings on the bike just a little bit. So let's get into it, you guys. Dang, son, I got that tail on there. It's not mounted up completely. I do have the turn signals in, and this looks insane. I changed. Started putting together the side belly fairings, and then I assembled the whole front piece right here, just so we don't have as many pieces laying around here on the ground. And you can see I also unboxed all the chrome gold for the BMW S1000RR. But this thing is gonna look so nuts. I'm so excited to get to put this all together and ride the bike. We need to do some actual work to the bike before I can start putting more fairings on. What I just did was I moved the throttle cables and adjust them so we have some snap. Moved them back around to inside of the fork right here, then put this little piece on. So that's all dialed, and then I put the lower part of the airbox on, and now we gotta put the top on. Then we're gonna come over here to the ignition. I gotta set the ignition up. Here, the guy before me, he took apart the ignition because they started it up for me when I went to go see it, and I guess they didn't have the key at the time for it. So what I'm gonna do right now is build this thing back together and then mount it up into, jeez. All right, so I gotta build it up and then put it back inside of the upper triple.
Yeah, we're going through the procedure that honestly that's what we're trying to learn. And so he's that's the goal. High performance people who work all the time. Then obviously that's fine. He quit smoking for a while.
We got the airbox top on here. I got the ignition back in, and we got a gauge cluster with a front stay bracket all dialed along with this front wiring harness. On a side note right here, I have to gut this gas tank real quick and go drop it off to Eric so that he can paint it, because you can see there's the dent right here in the side, and I got to pull this front piece off, remove the gas tank cap. We're gonna do this black again because I only have the front cover piece for this tank, and then I think the black will match pretty good with the rest of the frame. If you try to spray this, and this is plastic, and then try to spray the same chrome on metal, it's not gonna come out to be like the exact same color. So that's why we're gonna be doing the tank black, because we don't have a plastic tank cover. Let's tear this thing up and go drop it off at paint. It's a pretty good engine.
But definitely what I did, I had them.
All right, I got this tank all gutted up right here. It's Sunday right now, so I'm just gonna leave this thing right here. Let's get back inside the shop and start working on the bike some more. So what we're gonna move on to here is I'm gonna remove the wheels off the bike and mount up the rotors, and I also have to put this rear caliper here in the back, because when I was moving, I had to get this thing rolling like really quick to get out of there. So I just kind of slapped the wheels on it, didn't even care for doing that. I normally would never put the wheels back on the bike and not put the rotors on.
Really hurt high but if
The rotors on and calipers mounted up in the front. I don't know exactly where my axle shaft nut went. I hope it's somewhere around here, because I don't want to have to try to order another one. I also put on that front fender fairing. We got those done. Now it's going to be time to move over and put on the reciprocator that goes right here. And then on this side, you have your exhaust valve servo motor, and that's going to be going right here. I also have to remove this frame slider piece because the fairings won't fit around this frame slider piece. I already did it on this side right here. Pretty neat location to be mounting the exhaust servo motor. Even though I'm not going to be running the servo valve on this bike, I'm just going to leave this plugged in so it doesn't throw the FI code, and I don't have to run the like servo buddy computer so it doesn't throw it. So it's going to mount that puppy back up there. And also I feel like this is a really good location to be mounting up the reciprocator, because there's a lot of airflow in that area, and it, you know, keep it nice and cool. There we go. I'd say we're pretty dialed right there. I ran the clutch cable all the way around. I even got it in right here on this little tab. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna move up to the front of the bike. Even though I don't have the air dams for the front area, I did order them yesterday. I'm just gonna end up mounting up this whole thing, and then for me to like get the air dams in after I mount up the front fairing, I'm just gonna remove these two bolts here from the front stay bracket so I can fit them in there. And we're also gonna install the mirrors. Dang, son, you can see I got that front stay on there with like the whole front end with headlight assembly and the mirrors, and it looks so sick. I also, you know, just kind of mocked up these side belly fairings and then like the tank pieces just so I can kind of get like the look of what this bike's gonna look like when it's completed. But these are just not even mounted up at all because I need a coolant reservoir for right there, so I can't really fully hook that thing on. But we're gonna wrap the video up right here, and the next part on this bike is gonna be 100% dialed. Check this thing out, dude. This thing looks insane. But I'll catch y'all later. Peace out.